Hello everyone, and welcome to the Influencer Barbie channel. We have Miss Barbie Roberts, and I am Barbie's assistant. My name is Beverly, and I am an adult Barbie enthusiast. Welcome to our Barbieverse. We create content for people who love all things Barbie as much as we do. In a previous video, we had looked at the Barbie Astronaut Playset. She is part of the You Can Be Anything Careers collection, and I'll put a link to that video up here. And she is a fairly basic doll with the basic 5 points of articulation, but she does come with the astronaut suit and these gloves, boots. She also has a laptop computer and a little sort of a Mars rover that she can use to hold some of her accessories while she's working. She has a test tube and a flag, and she also has the astronaut helmet. And we also have a new doll who came out fairly recently. She is also part of the You Can Be Anything Careers collection, but she is somewhat limited with the accessories that she came with, so I wanted to do a little comparison where we look at the two dolls. And so we'll go ahead and get her out of her box. And here is the back of the box. It has some information about what astronauts do and some pictures of some of the other careers that Barbie has had recently. And over the course of Barbie's existence, she has had over 250 different careers. So she has quite the achievements. So we'll go ahead and get this doll out of her box. And she is actually not held in place in the back of the box with prongs in the back of her head, so yay, that's a plus. I did destroy the box a little bit when I was opening it, but you can see the Barbie shuttle in the background here. Here it is pink and purple, and we have the Barbie and Barbie ponytail logo. And these look kind of like golf carts going to the launch site. So, but that is her box. And like our other doll, she does have quite a lot of product in her hair. It is rather stiff. So if you want to style it, you would want to give her a hot water rinse. But it's always interesting to see Barbie dolls with shorter hair here. So take a look at her. She does not have pierced ears. She has blue eyes, pink lips. You can see her teeth. And she might be a little bit pixelated when we look at her. She also seems to have a little bit of pink paint on her face. And looks like some residue there, but we can probably clean that up. So, and she comes wearing this pink one-piece jumpsuit, and it is printed to look as though she had zippers on the sides and some different appliques, and her name here, Barbie. We have the Barbie logo on the side. So I think instead of being like an actual astronaut suit, like our previous doll, I think this is more of a flight suit. So she's going out to the shuttle, and she wears these sort of dark magenta boots, and they have textured soles with the Barbie bee logo on them, and they are rather nicely textured. You can see her shoelaces and stitching here. So even if you didn't want to dress this particular Barbie in the flight suit, these would be a really nice pair of boots for her. Have kind of a Doc Marten look to them. So let's take a look at her articulation. She has movement at the head, the shoulder, but not at the upper arm, elbow, or wrist. And she does not have movement at the torso or waist. And she has movement at the hip, but not at the knee or the ankle. So she just has the basic 5 points of articulation. And she does not have nail polish. And her helmet is a little bit different from the one that came in the playset. So it does just slide on, and she is ready to go. So she is a fairly simple doll, but she would be a good gift if you know a young person who is interested in science or space exploration. She would make a good gift for that. So, but let's take a look at our other doll. One thing that I wanted to mention is that our astronaut who came in the playset, she is 10.5 inches tall, so she is a petite Barbie. And our Barbie for today is 11.5 inches tall, so she is a classic Barbie. So she would be able to wear classic Barbie clothes, and the other classic dolls, would be able to wear her flight suit and boots as well. So our Barbie from the playset, she also has short bobbed hair, and it also has a bit of product in it, sticking out a little bit in back. But she wears an outfit that is more like what an astronaut would be wearing as they are blasting off into space. And it is a one piece. Her outfit also velcros in back, and she wears these heavy gray gloves. They remind me a little bit of oven mitts, the way they are constructed here. But she also wears these heavy space boots, so she is ready to go out and do a spacewalk. Although in this particular outfit, it would quickly let the lack of air in. But she does look a little bit more prepared to go into space than our Barbie in the flight suit. And she also has the basic 5 points of articulation with movement at the head, shoulder, and hip, but not at the knee or ankle or elbow or wrist or torso. And both of them have one arm that is bent. And our Astronaut Playset Barbie also came with the blue laptop, which shows a bit of code that Barbie has been working on while she's doing her analysis. It's actually a rather nice little laptop. You can see the keys on it, and it has a Barbie ponytail logo on the outside, and it will close up and click together. And here is our little, I don't think we should call it a Mars rover, but it is a little kind of platform where our astronaut can do some analytical work. And she has a nice little test tube here, and the flag is removable, and it does have a little handle on it so she could hold this. And it has a Barbie logo on the front but not the back. And her helmet, let me see if I can carefully open this. Here we go. It opens in back so that you can fit it over the doll's head a little bit more easily. And it has a little knob on the side that you can turn so you can either have it completely open to see the doll's face, lower it halfway, or all the way to see what is reflected off of the visor while the doll is out in space. So let us know in the comments if you have picked up either of these dolls and which ones you picked up and which you prefer here. It's nice to see some more petite dolls in the Barbie collection, and I do like the variety of accessories that we were able to get in the playset with the gloves and the sturdier space boots, as well as her scientific equipment. The other doll is more of almost a fashionista with her limited articulation and limited accessories that she came with. But like I said, I think both of these would make good gifts if you have a young person in your life who is interested in science and space travel especially. So they are both great for teaching about that in the Barbie You Can Be Anything Careers collection. Well, thank you very much for watching, and please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to be part of our Barbieverse. And be sure to ring the notification bell. It really does help our channel to grow. And once we hit some subscriber milestones, we plan to have some fun giveaways. And if you would like a chance of getting a shout out in an upcoming video, just comment below with the hashtag #InfluencerBarbie. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in our next episode here in our Barbieverse. Bye-bye!